Hello, 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 thriving friends. Happy new day, happy new week. I am super excited to have you here. I'm going to give you a second to get into the room. Welcome, 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 wherever you are joining us from. We are streaming live on multiple platforms. Here are some of them. On Facebook, we have two pages on Facebook that we are streaming live on at Thrive with Doc G and Thriving Generation Africa. And then we are also streaming on Four Star Radio and TV. Woohoo! And then we also streaming on our YouTube page, or is it channel? YouTube channel, Thriving Generation with Dr. G. That is where we put all the recordings. So if you are joining us for the first time, please make sure you subscribe, okay? That is how we support each other. I'm going to put the link in the comment section. Kindly head over there and subscribe for us. All right, so thank you so much for joining once again. Oh, okay, that's so fun. I see it show up on multiple pages. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, so I give you thriving friends a second to join. If you see me turning my head, it's because I have another screen here. I have to make sure that it's streaming on all the other platforms. So give me a second. I'm going to turn around, check and make sure that everything is live, and then I will be with you in a second. Invite your friends to join us. Invite all the thriving friends to join us. Today we are talking about environmental wellness. We want everybody to do well, so don't leave anybody out. Share on all your social media platforms. Copy the link, paste it there, and say, hey, something awesome is going on right now. You don't want to miss it. And let them join us. Let everybody join us, okay? That is beautiful. I believe we are streaming live. My thriving friends who are always looking out for me, please check and make sure that you can see me, you can hear me. When you join, please say hello. I don't see LinkedIn here, but I hope we are live on LinkedIn. If you're watching us from LinkedIn, please say hello, 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 and let us know that you are there. Let us know that you can see us, you can hear us, and all is well at your end. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't see it at Private Dog G. Isaac number 2, can you check for me? Not Isaac number 1. Okay. If you have been with us, you know that there are two Isaacs, one original Isaac and the other Isaac. Okay. One Isaac is my husband, the other Isaac is our social media savior. So helpful. Okay, Isaac, please check and make sure that you can see me, you can hear me, everything is okay at your end, wherever you are watching from. All right, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much once again for joining. I should be showing my face, lah. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Hi, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Hey, see, Isaac, I knew you would come through. Live on LinkedIn. Okay, so LinkedIn is working beautiful. Thank you so much, Isaac. And then Ernest, hi. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, hello, hello. Keep on coming in the room. Keep on joining. Ernest is also watching from LinkedIn. I couldn't see LinkedIn from my end, so I'm glad it's working. And then with your hello, I'm believing that you can hear me too. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ernest, Isaac, and all the folks on Facebook I see from this side. Thank you so much for joining. So, my name is Dr. Grace Kakari. I go by Dr. G on social media. I am a success and wellness advocate. I talk about everything success, holistic wellness, and things that will help us thrive in our generation. I do believe that we can thrive. It is challenging. Every single day, there is something to go through, there is something to work out, but such is life. But we can do well. And when we are doing well, we shouldn't just do well by ourselves. We shouldn't be selfish. We shouldn't be greedy and just think about me, me, me. We can thrive and still thrive with the people around us. Okay. I am thriving and I want you all to thrive with me. So, in a few weeks, we've been discussing holistic wellness, what it means to live holistically. And then we've taken our time to go through physical wellness. We've gone through whew, gosh, I've lost my memory. Emotional wellness. And the last time we decided that it's time we talk about environmental wellness. So I'll just go ahead. Hey, Fafa. Fafa is also joining us from LinkedIn. Hey, LinkedIn people, thank you so much for joining. Fafa, it's been a while. Please look for me. Yes, I'm picking on you right here online live. I'm not shy. I hope to see you soon. So let's connect wherever you are. I'm sure there is the option to either support, to subscribe, to share, to like, to follow. So kindly go ahead and do that for me. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on LinkedIn, follow my page. Wherever you are, I'm sure the content we are sharing, you'll be seeing it somehow. So connect with us, please. So this has been our theme for the past 2 3 weeks. We've come to realize that a balanced, thriving life demands paying attention to several aspects of a person's life. So, if we are going to live and live well on this earth and thrive, there are different dimensions that we have to pay attention to. And these have been the dimensions we've been looking at. We've been looking at the 8 dimensions of health and wellness. We know that there are several dimensions out there. Some go with 7, some go with 6, some go with 3. We are going with 8 so that we can take our time to look at every single thing, right? We don't want to lose track of anything. So, emotional wellness, spiritual wellness, occupational wellness, physical wellness, financial wellness, intellectual wellness, environmental wellness, and social wellness. We've already done emotional wellness, we've already done physical wellness. And today we are moving on to look at, should I tell you, where is my thing? Tada! Environmental wellness. So that is what we are focusing on today. I want us to just take a moment and breathe in and breathe out. How does that feel? Isn't that wonderful? Depending on the part of the world you are in, you are enjoying some kind of environment. Either you decide to go to the ocean and look at the beautiful nature for your vacation, or maybe you live by the ocean, or maybe you don't because yours is not like this but rather like this. So how did we move from this to this in some parts of the world? How did we move from that beautiful blue ocean to this? What about this? Growing up, we had so much forest around us where I grew up. But now most of them look like this. Maybe you are still lucky you are in the environment where you still look like this. But how did we move from this to this? What about beautiful earth? The world we live in, our planet. A few years ago, it was like this. And now here we are. Oh, are you wondering what is that? It's not cereal. No, and it's not insects. It is this. The several satellites we've sent to space and they never come back down. They break and they stay up there. And then very soon, this is a closer picture to see how all these are circulating. We call that space debris. They are just like space trash. So we are making trash in the ocean, we are making trash on the land, and we are making trash in the space. How are we going to enjoy this wonderful planet that we've been blessed with? How are we going to thrive if we don't take care of the blessings we have? Do you think you are breathing in and out by chance? God created the world in such a way that the trees feed us, right? The trees feed us somehow. We survive from the meat and then the freshness of the ocean. Clean water comes from underground. When I was growing up in Kumasi, Ghana, we didn't have tap water because it was a new area. So the government didn't have tap. Even now, I don't know if they still do. So most of the homes had wells. So you pay for someone to come and dig deep, 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 deep into the earth and then chance on water. And then that water was usually clean. We drank that water, we bathed with that water, we did everything with that. But imagine in a few years when we are disposing all these oils and all these trash. I don't think people will be getting clean water from the wells they are digging anymore. I even wonder how it looks like. When I was leaving Ghana about 10 years ago, the last research study I did was in rural Ghana, and it focused on some galamsey areas. Okay. And it was so sad. Waters that used to be clean a few years back are looking so red and undrinkable. And then people in these villages have to purchase drinking water when their streams are being polluted. It is so, so sad. Okay. And who are the people doing that? It's easy to just point fingers. It's easy to say, oh, is that person? Oh, is that person? Especially when it comes to industries. It's easy to just say that. Oh, have you seen that $1 million industry? They are the ones polluting. Did you see that? But I think we all are part of it somehow, and we all can contribute to making our world a better place. So then let's take a moment and look at how we can do that. Okay. How can we improve our environment? What can we do to make our place a lovely space to live? And then don't not just for us, but for the next generation to come. The next generation must enjoy our space as well. So environmental wellness involves being able to be safe and feel safe where you live, where you exist, being in harmony with the earth, being in harmony with the space we are enjoying every single day, being in harmony with the planet we were blessed with. Some countries, even today, people have to put on mask before they can go out because the air is polluted so bad that they can't just breathe. Our friends shared with us they lived in a big city in China, and she said everywhere you go there is a no, not humidifier, purifier, air purifier, because you have to purify the air within your room. What a blessing for some of us in other parts of the world that we don't need air purifier, but we all want to get there. And I know that China, because of the industrialization, they are doing a lot of production, and that picture where you see the air being polluted could be, as a result, right? So one way you are developing, in another way pollution is happening. So let's think about the balance. What can we do? What are some of the things we can do to improve our environmental wellness? We can start by living green. Okay, we can start by living green. What does it mean to live green? Living green is simple. It's about thinking about recycling. It's about thinking about possible ways of reusing things. Okay, thinking about saving water. I know you are paying your own water bill. Okay, I know it's not coming from my pocket, but you don't need to be under the shower for 1 hour. I know people think, water is not limited, like it's limitless. I can use it and it will come back again. Have you thought about where your water is coming from? Those of us who used to carry water, okay, when we used to carry water from the well into the room, and you know that in a day you'll be carrying 2 gallons. I never took a picture. I didn't know God was going to change my life like this. I should have taken a picture. Then I'll show you before and after. Now I'm a fine girl, but I used to carry water on my head, the big gallons, a big gallon like that. When you are going to bath, you are very careful because you don't want it to get finished and you have to go back to the well and fetch again. So you limit how much you use just because of the stress involved in going to pick it up. I think if you all have that mentality, knowing that yes, the water bill you are paying for, but we have to preserve what we have. I know in Singapore they kind of recycle their water. So as the water is being used and all that, it goes back, and then the city recycles it and it comes back into the city and they're able to use it again. Not all nations have that opportunity. So we can live green. You can think about that. We can think about public transportation when we all don't need to drive. When it's a short distance, can you walk? Because walking is also great. And we'll talk about that in a moment. It is great. And we can also think about the kind of cars we are using. That is a bit tricky, but it's a gradual process. When you are in the position where you can afford a car that is electronic, maybe that would be the way to go. But just start thinking about these things, okay? Start thinking about these things. And I wanted to also show. Oops, I'm sorry about that. I also wanted to show you a picture I found, and I want the pictures to do the talking today. Okay. I want the pictures to do the talking today. So I'm going to just take a moment and bear with me how fast fashion has really affected our environment. So when I'm telling us to think about recycling, it includes clothing. Do we need to buy new clothes every single semester, every single season, every single day? Because this is the new trend. Look at all this. We have no place to put it. It is on the land. It is the colors are diffusing into the soil and they are getting into our water bodies. Look at that. Look at that. And when I come from Ghana, so I can talk about my country, beaches in Ghana, all these clothing are just showing up on the beaches. Where did they come from? We have no place to store them. When I talk about recycle, when we throw away the bottles, they don't go anywhere. They don't just vanish into space. Even space, we are trashing space. We are trashing space. So think about that. Where are your bottles going? Where are your trash going? All the things you are throwing out, where are they going? Okay. They are not going anywhere. They are just being circulated around and they'll come back to you. They will come back to us in a way. Look at that. We need the fish. We are still eating meat. Unless we all get to the point where we'll all be vegan, and not because we are choosing to, but because we don't even have meat to eat, because we don't even have meat to it. So recycling is very, very important. Let's find a way. Let's find a way to balance. When you don't need another bottle, please don't get another bottle. I buy from the thrift store, and there is no shame in that. I have a friend who makes fun of me for that. Like, hey, you don't like buying new things. I buy new things when I have to buy new things, but thrift shops are not available everywhere. I understand, but where I live, people are always buying and people are always donating and people are always throwing away because each season there is a sale. Is that what they call it? Sale. Okay, let me describe this for you. In the year, so right now we are in February. Okay, in January, we had New Year sales where they were trying to clearance all the Christmas stuff, right? So Christmas stuff went on sale. And then in February, they've launched lots of red and pink and Valentine theme things in most stores. Okay. They need the space for the next one. So those things will not be there forever. They will reduce the prices and they will clearance them. And then in March, April, May, June, 4th of July, Independence Day, all stores will be selling something Independence Day related. So all the things they had during Valentine, they'll be clearancing them. And then February, March, April, May, summer will start coming. So now they start selling summer things. June, July, August, fall is coming. So fall is getting a little bit cold, but it's not really cold. So now they have to clearance all the summer shorts and the short sleeve. Sometimes I feel like we act as if the season will never come again. It's like we get rid of everything, and then next year, the same season will come again. Okay, so what I will personally do is when they are clearancing the Valentine's things this year, I know next year Valentine will come. Some of these things don't expire. I'll buy and keep. Okay, and one of my friends will always laugh at me. Hey, you don't want to spend money. No, I want to spend my money where I want to spend my money. Okay, and we are trying to build wealth. We have children, so just be creative. When fruits are in season, buy the things in season. Buy things that are cheap. It doesn't make you poor. It makes you wise, actually. You are wise. You know how to use your money. You don't want to be giving your money to corporations who don't need it. That's not what you want to do. You want to save your money. You want to make sure that you are creating wealth for yourself and your family. Hi, Efia. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. That's my sister. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we will go on with the points. I'm only looking at 3 points today. Now let's talk about changing scenery. What would that mean? What would that mean for us? Okay. That will mean, are you spending as much time outdoors as possible? This one is tricky depending on where you are. If outdoor is polluted, then you probably don't want to be there. So that will mean maybe changing cities. If you can travel somewhere to enjoy the environment, the Lord has blessed us with trees that kind of clean our environments for us, clean the air for us. So if you can, that would be wonderful. If you have access to parks, if you have access to sports centers, if you can walk from one station to the other, please do. They all help. Sometimes we feel like driving looks fancy, driving looks nice. It's good. It's good. But if we don't also get in the exercise and enjoy our natural environment, at the end of the day, we get sick and then we pay for our health by going to the hospital or being disabled at home or something, takes time and energy from us. So figure out what outdoor activities you can participate in and what you can do for yourself and your family. Maybe that will mean just playing with the kids outside, and that will be your workout for the day, and that will be your enjoyment of the outside environment. Okay. It feels easier to just be inside, but consider the possibility of being outside a lot of times. And then, depending on where you work, you can also take breaks and walk around the buildings, buy yourself something from outside from time to time, or visit people by walking, your neighbors, instead of driving. Just walk over them, have walk parties with friends. I've done that with one friend before, only once. I thought I was young and strong and fine, all the good stuff. And this lady who is like probably in her 50s, early 50s, or something like that. We worked for over an hour, like 2 hours. Like, hey, goodness. She was just going and going and going. But I guess because she's been doing it for a long time, she had the energy for it. I was really embarrassed. I really felt ashamed because that's not my thing. That's not my thing at all. But that helped a lot because she was doing it. I was also able to keep up. So, what is the next thing we can look at? The next thing will be our home and work environment. We don't always have control over the environment in general. We don't always know what we can do, right? Depending on where you live, you don't have control over the air outside. But then you have control in your house, and then your workspace is maybe your specific space you may have control over. So what can you do? The two pictures, I'm showing some plants in the house, okay? And then I also have mine. Oh, I forgot to put on my lovely gloves. That's fine, I'll skip for today. So in my house I have a couple of plants. Plants are wonderful. They help you with your air. They kind of clean the air for you. This one, God saved my life. Every plant I have, it dies. But these ones have been wonderful. A friend introduced them to me, and we've been in this house for 3 years, and it's still alive. So this is an indoor plant. You can get it in your house, helps with your environment. And then behind me, it's a window. Sometimes you don't see it, but it's just a window. And we have some natural plants here as well. This one is for my son. He bought it from the store for $2 or so. Please, he doesn't take care of it. Don't worry. And then this one is also natural. I think this one was passed on from a friend as a gift. This one, I don't really know their names. I should be telling you the names, but I don't know the names. Okay. I just go like, I want the plant which will never die. So if that is the strategy, you can use my strategy too. And then this one is also about 3 years old. A couple of them died, so I cut the leaves, but they're all growing strong. That one is not real, don't worry. But things like that for yourself, you have control over that. Make your environment fresh for your kids, make your environment fresh for you. It's about you, it's about your health. You can do it. You can do it. Think about your well-being, think about your children's well-being. And having plants around can also help reduce allergies. So please do your own research. Some plants work better for people than others, but for cat kids, it never dies. Plants like this, no matter how you kill plants in your house, these ones will survive. But he hasn't been taking good care of them, so it's not growing. It's just like we bought it. It's still very, very small. So what are some of the plants you are familiar with? Share some of the names with us and we can look into it. If this is your thing, like I said, I just go for plants that would never die, easy to take care of. That's my criteria. Please, which one can I keep forever and ever and ever and ever? And even when I travel, it won't die. That is the criteria I go for. So share some of the names with us. Are you familiar with plants? What are some of them? And then what are you currently doing in your homes and in your environment to improve them? I'm sure you are doing something. Are you recycling? Do you have tips that we can also take with us? Please share with us. And then I'm going to turn around and look on the other platforms to make sure that I'm not missing anything from anyone. But I'm looking forward to your comments. What have you been doing to keep your environment safe? What have you been doing to keep your environment well? What have you been doing to improve your well being when it comes to environmental wellness? I just showed you my plans. They are not perfect, but at least I'm trying. I'm trying here. And for recycling, we don't have much choice anyway. The city I live in does very well coming for the trash. So you have to separate the recycle trash from the trash. So that is very helpful. I don't remember. I don't know. But I don't remember back in Ghana we separating the trash. We would usually put everything together and then take it to the dumpster. So maybe that would now be your responsibility to make sure that you are separating them. I saw some awesome videos on social media where they use some of the plastic bottles for wonderful decorative things in the house. I should have found pictures to show you, but they use some for vase, they use some for stand, they use some for all kinds of things. People are really creative. So I'm sure if you have wonderful ideas and you check online, you will find something something to do with your recycle trash. All right, so thriving friends, what have you been doing? And then what do you plan doing? Share with us, share with us, share with us. Let me see the comments from this side as well. So I'm looking on Thrive with Dov G. If you are now joining us, hi, we are talking about environmental wellness, how we can improve our environmental wellness. Okay, we've been taking our time to talk about different dimensions of holistic wellness, and today we are dedicating to environmental wellness. The three main things we are taking with us, we know that there are several things we can do to improve our environment, but we are believing that we can try being green, you know, green living. So we are going to learn to recycle. We are going to learn to walk when we don't have to drive. We are going to learn to not print when we don't have to print. Just save the trees. We are going to also learn to change our scenery whenever we can. We are trying to be as practical as possible. Okay, what is not realistic is not realistic. Some of us cannot afford vacations, and that is okay. I cannot go to Miami and go and sit by the beach. It's not realistic for me at this moment. So that is fine. But what is realistic for me at this moment is to walk outside because we still have clean environment, we still have the trees, we still have parks. So I can do that. That is realistic and it won't cost me money. And then the last thing is making changes to our home and work environment. We are going to make sure that we keep a clean environment. We are going to make sure that we have plants at home. We are going to make sure that even plants outside our environment, if we can, we are going to plant. We are not going to cut trees unnecessarily because they are helping us. They are helping us so much with our allergies, with our air. So I don't know what you have been doing. So share with us what you have been doing. And then if you haven't liked this video yet, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead and like it. I put the YouTube link in the chat. I don't know if it's still there. Please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not done so. That is how we grow. There is no way we'll grow if we don't have the support from people. Okay. All right. So, what are you going to do this week to improve your environmental wellness? Share with us, and we'll be done for this week. All right. I'm going to turn around again. Oh, okay. I don't know where that one came from. I'm going to turn around again and make sure I'm not missing comments from the other platforms. But thank you, Ernest. I see you are here. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Fafa. Thank you, Elijah. Thank you, Efia. Facebook, I'm not able to see the names, but I see numbers. Okay. So I appreciate you. I know you are there. I know you are supporting. Thank you so much for doing so. Beautiful. All right, thriving friends. I'm not seeing the comments come through. Sometimes it takes a moment before it shows. But as thriving friends, and it's a working day, I don't usually want to keep us waiting. Okay. So I may probably go offline, but then come back to check on the comments and to make sure that I haven't missed your comments. So this week, one thing that I would want to do is to move from this to a more cleaner environment. Please don't judge me, okay? Some of my workspaces look very close to this. Right now, I'm sitting behind the window looking also clean, but it's not always the case. Sometimes I can let things go. So let's all try homework. Okay, homework for the week. Let's all try to move from something like this, okay, to something like this. And when you do, share pictures with us how you have cleaned your workspace, how you have cleaned and organized your home environment. I do appreciate you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your love. I appreciate that you are always showing up here to learn with us. Please do make sure that you follow us, you like us, you support us wherever you can. The YouTube channel is there to share resources with a thriving generation. If you don't support it, it won't go anywhere. So take a moment, go on YouTube, Thriving Generation with Dr. Jean, like it, subscribe, and share with others. Let's support good things, okay? Oh, I see Tamara is here. Hi. My decks just look like the messy one. Tamara, I've been to your office. That is not true. But maybe from your perspective. But anyway, you see, we are all trying to be as genuine as we can. And really, this is the dream. This is the goal. I'm not going to buy any new decks though, but I'm going to try to organize Tamara. So when you organize, share pictures with us, okay? Please share pictures with us how you are moving from the messy decks to the clean one, so that we'll be encouraged. Oh, it got worse. Busy semester, I guess. Oh, thank you so much for joining Tamara. Tamara is awesome. She's very innovative. I love her so much and her creativity. And then this one is what my home office is even worse. We can do better. We can do better. And then if you do buy a plant, share the pictures with us, share some more information on it with us. I would love to learn more about plants. I would love to know the ones that never die. Please, that's my criteria. I cannot deal with any plant that you need to water every day or every other day. I want the once a week, once every 2 weeks. Give me those ones, give me those names, and I'd love to try them out this summer. Where we live, it's very, very cold, and these ones do well. That's why I love them. I don't know. Anybody knows the name? Oh, the name is in here. I'm sorry. I should have read. Let's see. So this one is Dracana. Dracana. I don't know what that is. I don't know if you can see the name for yourself. But this is 3 years old and it's not died. So it means that I can recommend it. Let me type the name in the comment. Okay, we are on the 33rd minute. We have to go to work. It's morning. So, thriving friends, I will leave you here. I hope that these tips were helpful. I hope that you will be able to do something, just not so much, just something to make your environment better. Remember, our dream is always to be 1% better than we were the previous day. 1%, not more than one. One, only one. So do something a little bit better than you did yesterday. And that will be awesome. So I just put the name in there. This one allows soil to drain and dry between watering. So indirect light, medium to bright, temperature 65 to 85. That's why it does well here. And then apply fertilizer every 3 months. Hmm. I have not been doing that, but I will. All right. So I appreciate you, my thriving friends. I do appreciate you. I wish you all the very, very best. Uncle Sam, you are late. We are closing now. You are showing up. Anyway, I appreciate you, Uncle Sam. Dr. Sam, I appreciate you. I'll see you in the afternoon on the prayer line. I appreciate you all. I wish you all the very, very best. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome week. Do something just 1% better than you did yesterday. And let's continue to thrive together. We will thrive, but let's do it together. Okay. I'll see you next week. Bye.